And let's begin with an India Today exclusive news break. Sources telling India Today that BJP could pick a Mahila Neta, a woman, as its national president, in which case it will be the first time that the Bharatiya Janata Party will have a woman national president. Now, who is in contention? Well, the names doing the rounds, our sources tell us, are essentially three women netas, interestingly all from the south. Nirmala Sitharaman, finance minister, is in the race, as is Vanathi Srinivasan, MLA from Tamil Nadu, Coimbatore South MLA for the BJP. And then you have also Purandeswari, who's also from Andhra Pradesh. She too is in contention. She served previously as the Andhra BJP chief. These are the names that are currently emerging here on India Today, as our sources have confirmed to us that the BJP is considering the possibility of going ahead with a woman national president. And the messaging here is very important. Let's run you through the names based on the news break that we've just put out. There are three names doing the rounds. Nirmala Sitharaman, finance minister, reportedly the front runner right now for the top post. And what's got everyone talking is that she also recently met with BJP chief JP Nadda. She could also strengthen, of course, the BJP's outreach in South India. She's been kind of leading BJP's effort in many of the South states. And as a union finance minister, now could she step into the role of national president of the BJP? We'll have to wait and see. The other name doing the rounds is Purandeswari. From Andhra Pradesh, she served as the BJP state president in Andhra Pradesh until just about a few days ago. She's fluent in Telugu, Tamil, Hindi, English, and also, of course, because of that huge connect with the South, important messaging by the BJP if she's chosen. She's had multiple responsibilities as well. She was part of the Operation Sindoor multi-party delegation and very often is referred to as the Sushma Swaraj of the South. Very well spoken, someone also who's tried to be very, very aggressive for the BJP in Andhra Pradesh, was instrumental, of course, in ensuring also the alliance worked out with the TDP and the Janasena. The third contender is Vanathi Srinivasan, a lawyer turned politician from Tamil Nadu. She's also served as the BJP Mahila Morcha chief. She is MLA from Tamil Nadu, from Coimbatore South. She defeated Kamal Hassan, and she's known to have a track record in a state where the BJP struggled to have a foothold. Vanathi Srinivasan has delivered for the party. She's a blend essentially of legal acumen and grassroots work. So she could also, just because of that, be chosen as someone who rose from, in fact, being just a karyakarta of the BJP, which the BJP looks to reward usually. Let me bring in Piyush Mishra, who's joining us live with the latest updates. Piyush, access these exclusive details for us. Piyush, good evening. Tell us what your sources at this point are telling you. Will BJP get its first woman chief this time? Importantly, why now?
Well, Akshita, in the last few days, what we are told is that BJP has held multiple meetings on its new national president, and what we are also learning from our sources is that the deliberations upon the names of women leaders have also taken place. Why? Because BJP feels that women are one of the core voters of BJP, and remember that the saffron outfit has not had the woman chief in the last 40 years. So if BJP appoints a woman leader as its national president, then it will be the first of its kind and will be a historic step as far as the BJP's political history is concerned. Also, what we are told is that BJP wants to have its woman as a national president because the Modi government is also to roll out women's reservation bill in the next Lok Sabha elections after the delimitation exercise is over. And if the party has a woman face, then it will be very easy to woo the women voters also after in the next Lok Sabha elections, because after the delimitation exercise is completed, then there will be a large number of seats. Those will be reserved for women. So the party will have an edge if it will have a woman face.
So one of the questions, and while we're putting out the names, three names, Piyush, that we're focusing on, are there other women leaders also who are in contention? What about the RSS's pick? Is that something that also will be looked into? Are they also keen on, having a woman as the national president?
Well, certainly, Akshita, remember that RSS is of the view of giving a lot of space to women, and it has also reportedly given nod to the party's top leadership, BJP's top leadership, for having a woman face this time. And as far as names are concerned, in the last few days, multiple names have been discussed, but out of these names, three big names are doing the rounds. One is Nirmala Sitharaman, another is Vanathi Srinivasan, and the last one is D. Purandeswari. And among all these three names, Nirmala Sitharaman tops the list. Why? Because she is not only the veteran BJP leader but has also a vast experience. And if she is made the party's president, then BJP will be able to have a strong edge over its women empowerment policy. Also, it will be able to make strong inroads in southern India, which the party is trying its best to do so.
Yeah.
And as far as Vanathi is concerned, and if she is given the position, remember that she is not only the party's Mahila Morcha national president, but also plays an important role in Tamil Nadu politics. And as far as the D. Purandeswari is concerned, she is also one of the topmost faces. Why? Because she is a strong voice of party in the parliament, and she was also sent for the Operation Sindoor
Yes.
delegation visits to various other countries. So there are multiple names those are doing rounds, but sources are suggesting that this time Nirmala Sitharaman, is now topping the list among all the women leaders.
Okay.
Those have so far been discussed by the BJP.
Okay, thanks very much for those inputs, Piyush. Let's see in the days to come. Hopefully, we'll have some confirmation and announcement on who will be the BJP national president. But let me open this up. Joining me on this broadcast on NewsTrack is Neerja Chaudhary, senior journalist and columnist, as well as Rashid Kidwai, author and political analyst. Good evening. Thank you very much for joining me. As the BJP seems to be thinking, let's go women first. Neerja Chaudhary, what do you make of the news break that we've just put out? Sources telling us the BJP could just get its first woman chief, and that too from South India. What do you think is the messaging, the thinking behind such a move?
I'd say it would be a masterstroke in some ways if they go for a woman leader. So far, the buzz has been around 3-4 names for the last many months. It was ML Khattar,
Yeah.
Dharmendra Pradhan, Bhupendra Yadav, and a favorite of the RSS, Shivraj Chauhan, who may not have been accepted by the BJP brass. So one of them was on top and then they moved down, the second one moved up, and this is what we kept hearing. And now for the BJP and the RSS, they have to zero in on a name, a mutually agreed name. And remember, this has not happened for one whole year. Mr. Nadda's term came to an end, extended term came to an end in June 2024, soon after the elections. And the RSS circles used to say that there'll be very soon a president because they were not very happy with his statement. You remember, he said at that time, we do not need any hand-holding by the Sangh. We are now, empowered enough to handle our own affairs. This didn't go down very well with the Sangh at that time. So they were keen that somebody replace him. But it's taken all of 1 year for them to come to a mutually agreed consensus name. And the fact that they've zeroed in on a woman, if that is true, I think the Sangh has moved on also. And as for the BJP, it understands that women are emerging as a very important constituency for them, for Mr. Narendra Modi in particular, in Bihar also for Nitish Kumar and their alliance. Women are a constituency that have kept them in power, and elsewhere too. The second factor, of course, is the South, where the BJP would like to make inroads and a new face, somebody from the South, an unexpected person thrown up. It remains to be seen how it goes down amongst the southern states. The three names that you're talking are all very savvy, articulate, and have had experience. So let's see which one of them the party goes for. If if your story and your reporters have got it right, and I hope they have, because it will be a new breakthrough.
Very true.
happening in
Very true.
politics.
And my sense is essentially two birds, one stone. That you're not just catering to the woman vote, but you're also ensuring an outreach to the South at a time when next year you're going to be seeing that all crucial election in Tamil Nadu and in Kerala. Let me also bring in Mr. Rashid Kidwai on this. Mr. Kidwai, to me, the fact that, you had the BJP already putting the focus on the woman vote in Delhi by choosing a Mahila Chief Minister in Rekha Gupta, and now perhaps all set to follow that up with also choosing a national president who is a woman. This is the BJP focusing on the woman vote like never before. And like I said, they're also perhaps not just looking at Bihar, they're looking at 2026 elections as well.
Akshita, to my mind, this names that you are speculating is high on optics, but very low on substance. Symbolically speaking, it's a good gesture that if BJP has a woman president, but how will it going to change fortune of a political party in a state like Tamil Nadu or Andhra Pradesh, where the BJP lacks that kind of organizational network. Women are voting in great numbers for the BJP, but that has to do with the Labharti scheme, the personality of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and that well-oiled election machinery that BJP has. I think the big question will be if Nirmala ji is made BJP national president, who will be the finance minister, and that is going to create a lot of problems within the sort of the top hierarchy of the government, etc. Because finance is a very crucial portfolio. And you look at the two of the three names you are mentioning, they come from dynastic background. One person I have known, she has changed political parties, and many of them, they lack that kind of organizational experience. I think it will take a lot of time for BJP to come up politically in a state like Tamil Nadu or Kerala. So it's high on optics, low on substance.
Okay, we'll discuss who to you, Mr. Kidwai, will be the ideal candidate. But before that, let's just take a look at this next report where we focus really on the RSS's role in picking the next BJP national president. Mind you, the RSS is going into a huddle. There's a crucial 3-day meet that kicks off tomorrow in the national capital. And so with that meeting all set to happen tomorrow, and the fact that BJP has already announced 10 new state chiefs, there's a lot of buzz that the Sangh could just communicate to the BJP who their choice is for the role of the national president. Details in this report.
The countdown is on as to who the BJP will pick as the national president. While it's been a long wait, the BJP has been actively picking its state chiefs to set the stage for the national president to be chosen. And the focus is on the RSS, which has a big say on who will head the Bharatiya Janata Party. The RSS will kick off a 3-day huddle tomorrow in the national capital, which will see RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat in attendance. The RSS, when asked about the BJP chief's appointment, had this to say a few days ago.
Organization के office bearers के election, they are all independent organizations. They are well trained, they are capable, they are matured enough. They will do their activities.
The RSS right now tight-lipped on their pick or choice, and for now claim there will be no discussion on this in the 3-day meet.
जैसे मैंने बताया आपको, ये मुख्यतः प्रांत प्रचारकों की बैठक होती है, तो इसमें मुख्यतः संगठन और संगठन कार्य के बारे में ही चर्चा होती है. बाकी जैसे बाकी विषयों पर हम लोग जब प्रांत प्रतिनिधि सभा बैठक होती है और कार्यकारी मंडल की बैठक होती है, तब इसके बारे में हम ऐसे विषयों पर ज़्यादा चर्चा होती है.
Look back in time and the RSS has always had a big say on who will become the BJP chief. JP Nadda too rose through the ranks from the Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad, ABVP, the student wing of the RSS. Will the RSS's 3-day meet give more clarity on who is the front runner for the BJP's chief post? Bureau Report, India Today.
So let's wait and watch to see what really emerges from the RSS meet. But here's why the process has already been kicked off by the BJP. And here's why we're saying that. Because essentially, if you look at the norms that are put in place as per really the BJP's process and the election process for the national president, it's held after 50% of the state level polls are completed. The BJP has completed its internal organizational elections in 28 states and union territories. So essentially, at this point, there are 9 more than the 19 required to initiate the election process for the national president. The standard tenure is about 3 years. Of course, in the case of JP Nadda itself, that's been very, very flexible as far as his term is concerned. It's been extended. It ended actually in January 2023. It was extended then till June due to the general elections. But now, with the change that we've been seeing in the state chiefs, there is talk that very, very soon we're going to be seeing an announcement on the BJP national president as well. I'll bring back Neerja Chaudhary and Rashid Kidwaya on this. Neerja Chaudhary, up to you. If you were to put it in percentages, how much weightage really is the RSS's choice given? Is that the final say, or is it just, a recommendation in a list of candidates that are put forth?
No, I think the RSS will have a major say because the RSS has been insisting what they have been interested in is who will head the organization. The organizational part of the story, the organizational strengthening, particularly after the BJP got 240 seats in the elections last year, that is an area they want to strengthen. And I think they will have a major say in who becomes the national president. But so will the top 2 of the BJP. The prime minister will have a major say and the home minister will have a major say. And in effect, for all practical purposes, while the prime minister has been looking after foreign policy and global events in the last months, all the domestic handling and governance has been done by the Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah, as also looking after the organizational matters. So whoever is the new president, as with Mr. Nadda in the past, they will be working, he or she will be working very closely with the Home Minister also. And I think that the reason why it's taken so long, I think, has probably not been a consensus or an agreement by the RSS brass, between the RSS brass and the top leadership of the BJP. So now to go for a very unexpected name, the party organization is a humongous one which exists. What they need is a chehra, an appealing chehra, somebody who catches new constituencies. And therefore, I would not be really surprised if they really go in for a woman. And what Rashid was saying, what happens to the finance ministry, this is also maybe accompanied not just by an organizational reshuffle. Of course, they've chosen 21 presidents and others are left. Important states, there seems to be contention like Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, where they've not, Gujarat, where they've not zeroed in on who will head the party in those states. But otherwise, it will also may well be accompanied by a cabinet reshuffle.
Okay, so that's a possibility. Rashid Kidwai, earlier when you did mention that you believe that this is nothing beyond optics to have a woman BJP chief, someone from the South India, that it would achieve nothing beyond optics. So who to you would be an ideal face as the BJP national president? Look, the BJP suffers from the same problem perhaps that the Congress does. There's been a lot of talk about how Mallikarjun Kharge said the high command will decide over what's happening in Karnataka, and so there were question marks over who the high command is. For the BJP too, perhaps many would say that ultimately the decision is taken by 2 people. The national president also may be chosen by the same 2 people.
Yeah, so Akshita, we must understand certain fundamentals. Inner party democracy is almost non-existent in Indian political setup. There is no political party, particularly the BJP, since its inception in 1980, has not had election. Here, what we are seeing and it being happening is consensus, whether it's the states or at the national level. So there is no contest. In Congress also, the same trend is there, but there have been few instances of however, inadequate those internal elections were, but there have been some kind of contest. Jitendra Prasad versus Sonia Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge versus Shashi Tharoor. So there is a total absence of it on the ground. See, the BJP needs a functional president who can coordinate, president who is a consensus builder, a president who understands, the state dynamics in particularly states like Bengal or Tamil Nadu, Kerala, where the BJP has to reach and, win back states like Uttar Pradesh, where the BJP seem to have struggled during the Lok Sabha elections of 2024. So I think they must look at a political mind. And there I see, Bhupender Yadav, who enjoys the confidence of the big two, that big Narendra Modi and Amit Shah, to my mind, is a top contender and a candidate. There are several others who have a lot of experience. Why not Shivraj Singh Chauhan? Why not, some of the names you're saying? Gender thing is, I think, see, I have nothing against. I am all for empowerment of women. But here, you see, there is Mamata Banerjee, there is Mayawati, and Sonia Gandhi was the longest serving Congress president. But it made no difference in terms of either as office bearers or getting seats and tickets to women candidates in these three political parties. And nothing is going to change drastically in BJP. And
Okay.
therefore, I am arguing that it is high on symbolism and very low on substance.
Okay, we leave it at that. Let's wait and watch to see what comes in the next few days. One thing's for certain, we can all go ahead and take names, make guesses of who it'll be, but with the BJP, we're all used to, of course, expecting a few surprises along the road. But thank you very much, Neerja Chaudhary and Rashid Kidwai, for joining us here on NewsTrack. Interesting, of course, to see what emerges in the next few days, particularly with the RSS meet that we will track very, very closely here in India Today, because that's when it's expected that there will be some clarity on exactly who the RSS backs. But our sources telling us that it could just be a woman from South India, who will be the BJP national president. All right, let's move on and get you the story that's come in from Kerala that everyone's been talking about for the last 2 weeks plus. It's been 20 days since the F-35 jet that landed at the Thiruvananthapuram airport has been stationed there. And sources say now that the fighter jet is likely to be airlifted back to the United Kingdom. It's believed multiple attempts to repair the fighter and get it airworthy have failed. And so now what's the solution? A heavy lift cargo aircraft is likely to fly it back to its country after it's partially dismantled by technicians. Adding to the delay, no engineering team from the United Kingdom has arrived in India yet. A group of 40 engineers now expected to reach Kerala in 2 days from now, by July 5th, to undertake repairs. That particular fighter jet has been stationed on the runway of the Thiruvananthapuram airport from June 14th. It's the F-35B, part of the HMS Prince of Wales Carrier Strike Group. It was conducting operations off the coast of Kerala when adverse weather as well as low fuel forced an emergency diversion to Thiruvananthapuram. India immediately allowed this diversion to take place and the emergency landing at the Thiruvananthapuram airport. Since then, there's been 24/7 security being provided to the fighter jet. And because of issues, it's not been able to head back to base. All right, with that, I'm wrapping up this edition of NewsTrack. Thanks very much for tuning in. Good night.